You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
All right, Black and White Live fans, we are back with another video, and we're going to be talking about NFL training camp, and this time, the Washington football team, a.k.a. the Washington Redskins. Head coach Ron Rivera is not very happy whatsoever with the vaccination status of his players, and he actually put them on blast. Now, guys, we made a lot of videos about this, and this is going to be a hot topic going forward as training camp leads into preseason games, and as preseason games lead into regular season games. Remember, this is not a 16-game season. This is going to be a 17-game season. And Ron Rivera is not happy at the start of training camp with his players. Not because of their play, not because of their practice. It is because of their vaccination status. So let's go ahead. Let's dive into this. Washington football team coach Ron Rivera beyond frustrated by low vaccination rate of his players. Now, we made a video yesterday talking about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and Bruce Arians went off on the media. This is going to be a hot mess, for the whole entire preseason and probably even the regular season, also with the Pittsburgh Steelers as well. It says here, Washington football team coach Ron Rivera said he's beyond frustrated with his players, lower vaccination rate, and worries about the potential impact it will have on their team. Rivera said more than 50% of players, Washington's players, have been vaccinated against COVID-19, as they reported to training camp on Tuesday. Quote, "We're not where we want to be," he said. But Rivera, who was diagnosed with a form of skin cancer last August and underwent treatments during the season, said he's immunodeficient. I guess that's the way you pronounce it. Quote, "With the new variant, who knows?" Rivera said of the Delta variant. "When I'm in a group and the group's not vaccinated or there's a mixture, I put the mask on, and I do that for health reasons because nobody really knows. I have to do that. And I just wish and I hope that our guys can understand that." As of Tuesday morning, the NFL said 85% of its players are vaccinated and at least one shot, and 14 clubs are over 90%, according to ESPN. Now, here's the thing. We know no matter what, 100% of players, they're not going to get vaccinated. That's just the way it is. I mean, that's just going to have to be a reality for Ron Rivera to actually know that. Now, if you guys want to get the vaccine, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine also. I know there's risks, that kind of thing. We're not here to give you any type of medical advice. You guys talk to your own doctor about this. But what is the percentage that Ron Rivera actually wants? He probably wants 100% of players to actually get vaccinated because I guess he's afraid of actually contracting this because of his skin cancer diagnosis. But however, last season he did coach, and there was nobody was vaccinated because the vaccine was not available, and he made it through the whole entire season. I think he's more afraid of this variant out there that they're actually calling the Delta variant. Now, 100% of these players, they're just not going to get it. They're not. Now, Tier 1 employees, they are required, I believe, to actually get the vaccine. However, now check this out, guys. TJ Ward, former NFL safety, has put Ron Rivera on blast for wanting his players to actually get the jab. This is what TJ Ward actually had to say. He said this, quote, "Just park the riverboat," Ward said. "His health is beyond that of COVID. Maybe it's time to let it go. Don't blame the players for your lifelong health decisions." Cancer, Dr. Ward, this is from Pro Football Talk, by the way, isn't an STD. In many instances, it's genetic. While some behaviors increase the risk of certain types of cancers, the idea that sympathy for a cancer patient should be tempered because it's their fault is offensive to many. But Ward continues on. He says this, quote, "At some point, you got to pay for them vices." He said, "Cancer runs in my family like many American families, but also bad diets and cigarettes do as well. Accept responsibility. Don't blame and be disappointed in your 23 years old curse, I guess that's what he's saying, that they have their own bodies and opinions about their health. But Ward ended up deleting the tweet. And he said this, gonna address this one more time. I was not trying to be insensitive to anyone affected by the cancer. I know you don't choose to get cancer, and I tried to clear that up. But if you know me in my career, you know what my support is for cancer people dealing with it. I've been affected myself closely. I didn't mean to offend you. God bless. So, TJ Ward, not a fan of Ron Rivera actually trying to require every single player to get the jab. This is going to be an ongoing struggle, a lot of controversy. You know, we should actually be talking about training camp, you know, and what players are actually going to make the team and all this other stuff. But the whole vaccine thing, it has really just overshadowed training camp. And I believe that the full mass of players, for the most part, will be reporting today. So we'll have to see what actually happens, man. But coaches don't seem to be happy with the vaccination status of their players. Ron Rivera, Washington football team, Redskins, only 50% of their players have gotten at least one jab of the vaccine. But he's not happy. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Live fans, do you agree that Ron Rivera should be absolutely frustrated with the vaccination status of his players? Are we actually going to find out which players actually have rejected it from the Washington football team? And how do you guys feel about TJ Ward coming out and blasting Ron Rivera? Anyway, guys, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to Black and White Live, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.